Later on, I would love to help you guys promoting your softball. Call me 810. I'm not going to say the rest of his phone number. Thank you. Love your videos. Jose Canseco. There's a story behind this one, guys. I did a video on Jose, and I actually went out and watched him play in Vegas 3 years ago, and I videotaped him swinging. First time I've talked to him, I was asked to come out there and just hit with him. And there was a few other guys, 40-year-olds, that were hitting with him. And I did a video about him, and Ozzy actually messaged me and said thanks for your kind words talking about Jose and me, and because a lot of people were on his ass. Jose, I admired Jose back in the day when he was hitting, and he played with the Bash Brothers with Mark McGwire. I love watching him because I like seeing long home runs in baseball. I'm one of those guys that was pissed because they took the steroids away from them guys, because I watched the most I've ever watched baseball was during the steroid era. When you had Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa going at it, and you had all those guys big and juicing. I love seeing the long home runs, I really do. So I didn't hear from anybody for a while, and actually when people talk to Jose about Jose, I would sit there and tell them I don't give a shit what he did. What he did about baseball. I mean, he's promoting senior softball right now. That's good enough for me. I mean, he's bringing awareness, because if you guys look at it, it's 2018. We're in June. 9 years ago, when I first started doing this, senior softball wasn't as big as it is now. There was nothing about senior softball. There were no videos about senior softball. I looked, 2009, I was on YouTube. There wasn't shit. Now there's a ton of shit about senior softball. And I think Jose has a little bit to do with that. Not the whole big spectrum. I think he has a little bit to do with that, more than I did. So I admire him for that, and I'm just going to say this. What he talked about in that book, that shit was true. I know people that played Major League Ball, and they told me that everything he said was true about the steroid use. I'm kind of pissed that it went away, though. I mean, that's the only thing I don't like about what he did with exposing them, because I like that era. I like them guys getting up there and hitting, 550-foot bombs. And then, shit, I even like Barry Bonds. I love watching him play and how far he could hit the ball after he started juicing, because he juiced. You don't get that big by eating freaking steaks every damn night. But he actually sent that out to me, and I was going, bullshit. What is Jose doing texting me or messaging me? So he actually, after that, about a month, he messaged me on my Senior Softball Bat Reviews Facebook page, and I was kind of like, there's no way this Jose. So we kind of got back and forth going, this is not Jose. What would Jose be doing trying to get a little old me about wanting to help me promote senior softball? Because that's been my whole thing during the whole time, is promoting senior softball. And he went back and forth, because this is Jose. Give me a call. Here's my number. And I really didn't think it was him. I was like, no, there's no fucking way. Jose Canseco is trying to get a hold of me. What can I do? Other than videos and putting in and talking to him, what could I do? This guy, I've watched his whole career damn near, him and Mark McGwire. And I was like, what can I? So we kind of got back and forth, and we ended on, he goes, I'm not shitting you. This is Jose. Just call me, and you'll find out. Because I kept on doubting that it was Jose. Because I get some weird ass shit out there from people messaging me that I just trying to stay away from. I don't engage with them, and I don't banter with people. If people get up there and talk shit, I don't try to argue with them. It's just my opinion. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm not going to try to change your mind at 40, 50 years old. That's not my job. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm just putting out information that I think that is right. And I'm kind of leery of somebody texting me and telling me who they are, and I'm like, I call bullshit on a lot of stuff anyway. But guys, and I have not talked to him since. And it's kind of funny, because I actually messaged him because I had a shirt that I wanted to give him, one of my Bomb Squad shirts. I messaged him and told him that I had a shirt for him. I need to know him and Ozzy's size, and he never mentioned me back. So that's a red flag saying that it probably wasn't Jose. But this is going to be what I'm going to do. This is actually running 26 minutes. And I'm going to try to keep them down to like 10, 12 minutes. That way I can talk about, I think I did probably 9 or 10 questions today. And I've got, you're not going to believe how many I got, guys. I'm probably working on, 2016s right there. But I'm going to try to answer a lot of these questions. I'm going to try to do one every 2 weeks, or as many as I can. If I'm going to, this week I'm going to the Smokies, and I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands in the airport, and I might do some at the airport and just do a video of some at the airport, because I've got like a 2-hour in Atlanta, 2 or 3 hour delay before I fly into Knoxville, I think it is. So I might do some then, and I'll put them up next week. This one's probably going to go up before I leave. I'll probably put it up tomorrow. It's Tuesday. And then this is something that I wanted to put out there on. And here's the deal too, guys. After I did this first one, if you guys want to message me, go to my my YouTube channel, www. Actually, I have it right here at the end. It'll be right around here. That's my website. And when you guys click on it, just go to it. Actually, if you go about us, and it talks about it'll actually have my website where you can actually email me right in that little thing. You can actually put all your information and ask the question. That goes straight into my email, and then I'll get it within minutes, and I'll try to answer that question once I get caught up. Thanks, guys. This is from James, and I want to answer this. And I don't have a bat with me, but I want to answer this. And he talks about the sweet spots on bats. Can you give your explanation on a sweet spot on a bat? And I want to get to this, guys, and it won't be in this video, because this video is already going into like a 10-minute video right now. So I'm going to circle this when I want to get back to it. I want to do a separate video on that, just like I want to do a separate video on the Dudley. When I'm talking about that, and explain to you guys my opinion on sweet spots when it comes to bats. I think a lot of you guys, and I just seen this, the reason I want to put this out there, I'm going to close with this one because we're getting into way too long, but I was on the message board last night. I just got back into town, and a lot of guys were talking about sweet spots on bats, and I think that I think a lot of people, they were talking about the Dudley, and a lot of you guys might have seen this question and it was on Facebook too. They were talking about what's the big difference between the Dudley 2.0 12-inch and the Dudley 2.0 13-inch, and they want to ask everybody's information on what they think. Get information from a lot of people on what they think is the difference between the two bats. Well, a lot of guys were saying it's more whip. Well, it's not only more whip, guys, and I'm going to do a separate video on this because it's going to take a while, and I think it has a lot to do with the carbon that they use, not necessarily just a sweet spot. I think the sweet spot has a little bit to do with it. But if you guys, and I don't have a bat with me, but a lot of people are talking about they had more area to hit when they swing the bat. But if you videotape yourself swinging, you really don't hit the bat within that big of a difference. You usually going to hit the bat within that big of a difference. So a lot of guys don't really understand this unless you're actually videotaping your swing. You slow it down when you're taking your swing, but you usually hit the ball. Average, guys, on an average player out there, if you're taking BP at least twice a week, this is my opinion, you're hitting the ball smaller than that. You're hitting the ball within that much of a difference. What is that, an inch and a half? So your sweet spot really does come into play there, as much as you guys might think it does. And I'm going to do a whole video on this, kind of explain what I'm talking about. But I think it has a lot to do, just give you a little teaser here. I think the trampoline effect, if you guys go shorter on there, I think the trampoline effect is a lot, it's faster than having a bigger sweet. A lot of people talk about, well, the big barrel means a bigger sweet spot. Not necessarily, guys. You might lack in performance with a bigger barrel than you would at a smaller barrel, because your trampoline effect's you can get more recoil on a smaller barrel if the carbon, like I talk about formula, guys, everything's a formula. So if your carbon matches the sweet spot, I mean not the sweet spot, but the 12-inch barrel, and the weighted, so you got to have the carbon, the handle weight, the end weight, you know, the how 12-inch, 13-inch, 14-inch, all that is a formula. It's got to actually be, everything's got to be correct and precise, and apparently not too many bat manufacturers out there has that formula. You know, that's how come you look at my website, I think it's not the bat you choose, but I think it's the formula. And it's not, everybody doesn't have a formula. You don't have a formula compared to your body and everything, and then I don't have a formula compared to I think there's just one fucking formula. That's what a lot of you guys don't understand, you know. And I seen this the other day. I want to talk about a totally different video on this too. A lot of people in the other day I was seeing it was, well, all what fits your swing. I agree and disagree with that too. I think you have fast swings, you have slow swings. That's the only thing. Other than that, it's not what fits your swing, you know, or what you're comfortable with. I heard that one too the other day. That's going to be another totally different video. It's not going to be a question and answer video. They said, well, it all what you feel comfortable with. That's bullshit. It's not what you feel comfortable with. The only thing, when somebody tells that to me, well, it's what you feel comfortable with. Well, that tells me that no, it's what you've been swinging or what you're used to swinging. So you can be used to swinging a shitty ass weighted bat, and you pick it up, it's going to feel comfortable for you. But that doesn't mean it's a high performance. It's going to heal or fix whatever you have that's wrong, because you feel comfortable swinging it. It just tells me that you're used to swinging that bat. When you feel comfortable swinging something, it just tells me that you're used to swinging that weighted bat. But if you look at the formula on my top 5, and you grab one of those and you swing it for 2 to 3 months, you're going to feel comfortable swinging that. You know, understand? So these guys out there, these bat guys that try to sell you shit, will sit there and tell you whatever you feel comfortable with, just pick it up. Well, they're not trying to really fix the problem. They're just trying to sell you something. What you need to do is fix the problem. Pick a top tier bat, get out and start swinging it, and you will feel comfortable with that bat after a while. See, that's what a lot of people, if you read the message boards, a lot of people try talking about, well, it's whatever you feel comfortable. That's bullshit. Don't listen to that. You know, they're kind of beating around. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like the guy in the gym, you know. Let's work with the weights that you feel comfortable with working with. Well, that just tells you you're not taxing your body to feel uncomfortable to lift the heavier weights. So that's a totally different video too, guys. But I'm going to get to these questions now. Try to get to them once a week. This is number 3, I think.